What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, we started off the nighttime events for our first day in the intermission chapter, which pretty much has us going on a vacation. We got a call from Ashen that a lot of our supporters, people we have helped since the beginning of this game over the last few months, wanted to pay us back in a way. So the Arkwright Solutions office has been given a 2-day resort in Longlie, the place that Rain stayed at the end of Trails into Reverie when he ran into the Divine Blade of Silver. But first, we got our nighttime activities to get up to, so let's go ahead and do it. So, Old Town. What do we got going on in Old Town? Is it in the restaurant? Yep. Hey, Polite, you guys closing up shop for the day? We are. We had a really good day today. Lots of customers. But if you want anything, just let me know. We'll still be open for a bit longer. Right, I'll let you know. No need to say anything, Van. It's okay. Thanks for looking out for me and Yume. I really appreciate it. It caught me off guard seeing him, but I don't regret it. I'm glad we got to sit down and talk. Alright, if you're sure. If he starts giving you trouble, let me know and I'll deal with him. But it doesn't look to me like he'll be a nuisance. I think, anyway. Not from how he was acting, at least. Maybe I don't gotta worry after all. Thank you, but I don't think you do. He's making sure to put my and Yume's feelings first. Not to pry, but do she and your old man know anything? No, not yet. I plan to talk to them soon. But it won't be an easy conversation to have with either of them, especially Yume. I'm a little worried about her. Gotcha. She might be too young for that kind of talk. That's what I'm thinking too. I might speak with my dad about it first, but I don't know how to approach it yet. I might have an idea. Well, if you two are up for it. Well, I've said what I think needs to be said. The rest is up to her. Back to patrolling I go. Okay, but what did he do? Oh, Resette's in here. Bastard went home, did he? There's no way, is there? Not a good look he's wearing. Probably best to leave him alone right now. I freed up some of my time, so I thought I might help clean the kitchen. Were you discussing something with the Montmartre staff? Yeah, nothing bad though. I'll plan on telling everyone tomorrow. Well, I look forward to hearing the details then. Oh, okay. Might have to deal with our trip, I suppose. Alright, let's head to Riverside, see what's going on over here. We can say hi to Bermati while we're in the area. Oh, we have a job. Hello, 4SPG. My name is Sayla. I'm part of a 2-girl idol group. Oh, yeah, she's... Okay. It's the idol duo. Well, might as well get this over with. Let's go chat with our client after we wrap up here. So, what I'm trying to say here, what I'm trying to get at here isn't that, it's that, well, you know, come on, that's enough for one day, isn't it? Don't change the subject. Aw, it's you, the Spriggan. Van. Hey, dude, don't let me keep you. I don't fancy third wheeling, so how about I leave you two to it? No, stay. Dingo's a jerk. He just left me behind, and what did he learn? Nothing. He's doing it again. So she's the loud kind of drunk. You know, if Dingo's being such a jerk, why not tell him yourself? You're mighty close to him right now. I sure did. I told him off real good. And what did he do? He just blew me off. Didn't listen to a thing I said. And here I'm working so hard to follow in his footsteps. I just wanna... and sleep. Lasted longer than I expected. Yeah, she did. Sorry, that was an embarrassing way for you to find us. Don't sweat it. Not like I don't know you well enough at this point. Girl's got some balls, though. Follows you all the way to Tharbad, gets kidnapped, caps it off with a night of drunken complaints. It's like she's not even phased. That might be my fault. I probably shouldn't have been so soft on her after the fact. I did try to get through to her that she needs to be more careful. Carefulness doesn't seem to have clocked in tonight from the look of it. Not at all. I'll have to try again some other time, and I definitely can't have her knowing where I'm going next time I travel. Losing a newbie like her shouldn't be that hard for you, right? But you sure it's worth it? Don't want to upset the cute little Missy by pushing her away. She's got a thing for you. I've said it before, we're from different publications. Rather than friends, we should be rivals. Don't think it really matters much. You'd probably be rivals even if you worked in the same place. A rival or not, she looks up to you. That at least should mean something to you, yeah? I finally got a lead on one of the topics I've been pursuing. You know me, all my investigations are a gray area at best. The rest pitch black, of the worst kind, and you know that. I'd much rather she stay far, far away from that world. Maybe it's wrong of me to make that decision for her, but I don't want her to follow in my footsteps. She should walk a brighter, more honest path. For someone who denies taking her under your wing, sure get overprotective when it comes to her. Look who's talking, you and your growing office of assistants you stick your neck out for. Hey, Van, if you... Nothing. You're going on a trip with your assistants, right? Should be a good time. Take the time to enjoy yourselves. I will? That's the plan at least. Dingo's got something he's hiding. I swear. Just as quick and creepy as Kitty used to be. How do you know about that? That's for me to know. No, back off. Don't go getting cozy with them, Dingo. It's not fair, not fair. Whatever, I'll buy you a souvenir. You don't get to complain if you don't like it. I trust you to pick something good. Let's say hi to Bermati real quick. Dingo sure putting in some overtime as of late. And here I am just having to suffer, seeing him spend so much time with a beautiful lady that's not me. I don't think your usual game's gonna catch his attention anytime soon. Boo, you're no fun. But I digress. It looks like you've got all your work down pat for the day, eh? I'm sure your assistance was more than appreciated. Arkwright Solutions to the rescue. Chill. I didn't do anything other than show up. Guy's a clown, but at least he got the balls to take responsibility. Guess we'll see how far that gets him. I don't quite know that I trust him or his claims of integrity just yet. I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, but I'll still keep an eye on the deer myself, so don't worry about doing all the heavy lifting. Yeah, just gotta make sure Paulette stays safe. Alright, where are we looking? Oh, I guess she's not even in this district. Alright, well, we'll head to... Oh, is that for the 4SPG? Alright, well, we'll wait for that one. Let's see a movie. Anyone of interest here? Sure, let's do it. This documentary is a dramatization of a memoir left behind a mountain climber. The brutal intensity of mountaineering is laid bare against the ethereal beauty of Calvert's most famous peaks and valleys. The most impressive of which is the Tian Shan Mountains in the eastern region of the Republic. Nicholas, the author of this memoir, serves as a narrator as the team ascends the mountain using a route that was believed to be unscalable.
死を悟ったことがある。大岩壁が行く手を阻む。落ちれば死あるのみ。実際にこの目で見て初めて登攀者の希望を奪う山だとわかる。アタックから早10日、進んでいる実感が全く湧かない。登山は常に死と隣り合わせだ。エルマン、マシフ、ゲスナー、偉大な登山家たちも皆山から帰らぬ人となった。大自然を前にして何ができようか。ちっぽけな抗う力も持たぬ我々に。
This guy's dedicated.
ではなぜ山を登るのか。理由はない。ただこのめまいを催すほど大きな世界が今も私の魂を捉えて離さないのだ。
Hey, it's my favorite customer. Oh, hi, Hermes. Not used to seeing you here, of all places. What's the occasion? Nothing much. Just had my eye on this movie since before I was out. I'm actually a bit of a mountain climber. And you watch movies with your helmet on? Is that why you decided to watch it too? Nah, I'm just a movie junkie who'll watch a little of everything. I tend to watch a lot of plot-driven stuff when I go to the movies. But I enjoy a good documentary every now and again, too. Good for you. There's something to be said for seeing the harsh yet beautiful vistas up on the big screen. Watch that movie made me want to go check it all out for myself one of these days. When I'll actually get around to it, though, who knows? You know me, always got my hands more than a little full with work. Don't I know it? We both need clients to put food on the table, but work sure has a way of piling them on. I feel bad hitting you up as much as I do. Must not make things any easier for you. Oh, don't worry about me. It's always a pleasure hooking you up with what you need. So keep those orders coming, and I'll get them to your door faster than you can hit send, no matter what time of day. Dan's conversation continued for a brief period. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's go to the Satan district. Ford SPG. Painter lady still hard at work. Now this is a group. Oh, is that? Look what we have here, an inspector and a bracer shooting the shit over drinks. Man, if even you two can be friends, the capital's in good hands. I wouldn't exactly call us friends. The guild's not the CID, but they're far from our allies. At best, we're rivals. But given how much work overlaps, we often see each other out in the field. We respect each other as fellow public servants. So rivals we may be, but we can still share a drink or two, eh? You care to join us? Nah, I'm good. Gonna stretch my legs a bit more. Heh, fair enough. Drinking with old dogs like us isn't the most attractive offer, I guess. But you know, I'm sure Elaine wouldn't mind having a drinking buddy after work. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. That reminds me, I heard you pitched in during that mess in Basil. Yeah, I heard from Alva. Sounds like you made yourself pretty busy over there. Wasn't what I was there for, but yeah, I helped out where I could. How about the next time you let us know where you're headed beforehand? That way we can clean up these messes you inevitably get into. Yeah, because I'm totally the one causing them all, right? But in case you'd like to know, most of next week will be Ark Ride free here in Edith. Me and the gang are taking a little vacation. Hey, not a bad idea. Bet you could use a break. Where are you headed? Figure it'd be nice to get away from the hustle and bustle for a while, so we're headed out to Long Lie for a little hot springs trip. Long lie, huh? My wife and I went there for our honeymoon. Beautiful place. I'd love to take my daughter there someday if I could ever get the time off. Ah, work to the bone, huh? Yup, and whose fault is that, do you think? Ha! Well, you picked a good time to go there. The autumn leaves are just stunning in Longlie. Since you'll be down that way, say hi to everybody for me, will you? Oh yeah, you're from around there, aren't you? Wait, okay. Could you not go at guessing my background? Haha, sorry. Just your fighting forearm was enough of a tell. And hey, a personal favor you don't mind? I'd appreciate if you burn some incense for my old master while you're there. Sure. Read me like a book. Take you a trip, huh? Man, I'd love to take one with the girls myself. Oh, back in the land of living, are you? Last we saw, you plastered yourself to sleep. I figured I'd just drop you off at the precinct, but I, couldn't stop laughing at your face, man. You two in cahoots, perhaps? No comment. Don't go lumping us together. Why you gotta give me the cold shoulder, man? A little trip does sound nice. Okay, so go take one, yourself. Well, no, what's the point of taking a trip alone? It's the perfect chance to rekindle the flames of romance, right? How should I know? And you're really gonna push your luck and butter him up with some trip? She didn't just magically forget what happened. Look, we're moving on from that, okay? See, when we met up last time, she said I could come by again if I wanted to. And the kid, she said, you're such a weirdo, mister. Hey, can you stop by again? I want to talk to you some more. Yeah, of course she was nice to you. She's a freaking waitress. Yume's reaction said it all. You are a weirdo. I know I took on your request, but man, get your head out of your ass. Basic courtesy ain't affection. Man, if that ain't the truth. I know that. I'm just trying to make amends. I mean, sure, I'd love if they let me back in their lives, but I gotta take that first step myself. I want to make up for all that time we should have spent together. That's my new goal in life, putting a smile on their faces. Swell. Guess that was the wake-up call he needed. Guys learned you can't just treat life like it's one big game. Sounds like you two have had your share of run-ins before. Oh, didn't he bring his car here? I saw it parked outside. Of course he did. I'll lug him over to the precinct. He can sleep it off there. How about Miss Sonia? She looks like she could use a helping hand as well. Yeah, we can't be outside, so I guess we'll just head to the music shop. Should I go talk to that idol and her friend now? I've got to do it soon, but it doesn't have to be right now. Let's do it. You must be the idol that put in the request. Sailor, right? Nice to meet you. Oh wow, so the rumors really are true, huh? If you're here, does that mean you're willing to hear me out? Yeah, probably best not to just stand around talking like this, though. Why don't we grab a seat and take it from there? You mentioned that you were supposed to be putting on a street performance tonight. But it sounds like your partner didn't show up when she was supposed to. Yes, that's right. Lulua did mention that she had work today. But she said she would be done after sunset, so we planned to meet up here directly once she got off her job. It was getting later and later, and she was nowhere to be seen. Once an hour passed, I still hadn't heard from her and decided to visit her place. Makes sense to me, sounds like a pretty reasonable thing to do. And when I got there, I knocked on the door but didn't get an answer. I have the key to her apartment she lent me, so I used it to poke my head inside and found a note she left on the table. Reading that note left me so concerned, so that's why when I contacted you so you could hopefully look for her. Makes sense what was written on the note. There were only two things scribbled down on it. One was a name I didn't recognize, Clement. Oh, here we go. And the other thing was part-time, 1,000 mira an hour. 1,000 mira per hour? That's what we charge as our base rate at my agency. It's a pretty damn good side hustle. Some might say too good. Practically screams something not on the up and up, if you ask me. You think so too, huh? I figured it was a distinct possibility. That name, Clement. He's gotten himself in all kinds of stuff, doesn't he? Definitely a sign that Lulua is another victim of whatever him and his people are scheming. The thing about Lulua is she comes from the countryside. She's a really honest girl at heart and tends to take people at their word, for better and for worse. That's why I'm really worried about her. I'm scared what she might have gotten herself into. I can understand why at this point you've given me everything I need to know. From what you've told me, this is definitely a job for a Spriggan. Seeing as it's urgent and all, I'll go ahead and get to work immediately. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're able to help me. Don't mention it. Tell me a little more about Lulua. Has she been acting strange in any particular way lately? Actually, yes, now that you ask. I've been seeing her spending time with an elderly woman who looks pretty well off. When I asked her about it, she said she was escorting her as part of some volunteer work she's doing. That part was news to me. The fact that she was doing anything like that, it felt really strange to me. I mean, it's nice of her to want to help out and all, but I know for a fact that she really shouldn't have the time to spare for that right now. That's because we're both trying to save up money so we can put on our dream concert. We're busy as it is, just working on that. Which is probably where that 1,000 mira an hour comes in. She could be earning that much from the Clement person as compensation for helping. That was my hunch too. I don't know the name of the woman Lulu has been looking after, or else I'd be more than happy to tell you. But she did say the other day the woman bought her clothes at Yarden Boutique at the department store by the station. Does that help you at all? Oh yeah, that's a great jumping off point for me to start looking for her. Once we're done talking, I'll make my way straight to that boutique and have a talk with whoever I find there. As for you, I think you should stay here for the time being. I know it's well past when you two were supposed to meet, but it's always possible she could just be running late and still show up. Right, that is true. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks again. Van hurried over to Yarden Boutique. Welcome to Yarden, sir. How may I help you? I want to ask you something, actually. Van introduced himself and asked the man if he had seen Lulua and a well-dressed woman in the shop recently. I suspect you're referring to Madame Daphne. She's one of our regulars. She actually happened to stop by a few days ago, accompanied by a young woman. I had thought she was Madame Daphne's granddaughter. I see I was mistaken. The two must have seemed fairly close for you to get that impression. Oh, they most certainly did. Guess you haven't seen them today? A correct assumption. I hear that Madame Daphne frequents Erland's store in the Satan district as well as our own. Perhaps you may have visited there today instead? I hear she's on good terms with its manager, too. Erland over in Satan district. Got it. Thanks for the info. You're quite welcome, sir. Over to Satan I go, then. Oh, I'm already here. Duh. So that'll be this boutique right around the corner.
聞かせてもらうぜ。
Daphne and Lulua? Yeah, they're regulars here. They dropped by early this afternoon, right on time. Ha, bingo. You aware of their relationship by chance? Sure, just met Lulua recently. I heard she volunteers with this assisted living non-profit in her spare time. She gets assigned to help out the elderly and disabled and with stuff like shopping, that sort of thing. Daphne doesn't have any relatives, so Lulua is a big help for her. Gotcha. What I heard, though, is that this Daphne lady ain't exactly hurting for money. So why'd she look for a free helper instead of a maid or something? You know, Daphne isn't sure herself. I recall she said she wanted to pay Lulua directly, actually. Lulua's told me that she gets some payment from the agency, though. She's telling Daphne not to worry about it. That just really confuses me. She's a volunteer, but she gets paid for helping Daphne. That's an awfully roundabout way of doing things. It just seems like a bit of a contradiction, no? Kinda, yeah. So this ain't a case of the old lady getting swindled, at least. But yeah, something's weird here. There's gotta be some reason she's getting paid in that roundabout way. So anyway, those two came by earlier, right? Any idea where they head after that? I recall Lulua saying something about showing Daphne a place where she works. I think she works at the concert hall in Riverside. The Riverside Concert Hall? That'd be a blue score then. Thanks much. I owe you one. Thanks much? I guess that's not weird too much. Oh, think nothing of it. Stop by again sometime, will you? A makeup bag for Fairy? Does Fairy wear makeup? Oh, right, the hair items. I forgot there actually is some stuff you can get this way. He looks like a chicken. Alright, Riverside it is. Hey, is that Judith? Hey, a heck of a coincidence running into you here, especially at this hour. Saw that article of yours on BuzzRadar, by the way. Let me guess, on the run from the paparazzi right now? What if I am? To be clear, that article is, don't worry, I can make a guess. You checking out talented sports figures who got ties to the Mafia, yeah? Can't say I blame you. That's the why of things aside, he has been going to all these shady spots for weird reasons. Wait, you've got detailed info on him? Look, I can't exactly spill too much, but I can tell you this. You can lay off the red comet. He's 100% clean. Trust me, at least when it comes to what you're looking into. I got chewed up by my mom and Grammy for it too. Oh, got complaints about your handling your other job? Other job? I have no clue what you could possibly mean. You're kidding, that's Elaine Claire, the bracer. Come on, I swear it's just one thing after another. Anyway, I have to go, but don't you dare think you've beaten me. That was Judith Lancer, right? The actress? Yeah, you know her? Sort of. We'd met in an event before. I imagine you'd be more familiar with her than I am. Heard you two got acquainted in Tharbad. Well, enough to meet outside of work too, it looks like. Come on, it ain't like that. Have a little faith in me. Oh yeah? Alright then. So, what are you actually doing out here in Riverside at this hour? Searching for someone, actually. Someone got dragged into working an underworld job without being aware of it. You're investigating an underworld job too? Are you up to the same thing? Yes, I am, yes. One of their scam victims made a request to the bracers. I'm looking for a man named Clement right now. He's likely a go-between that hire the part-timers. Clement sure gets around, huh? We're basically barking up the same tree then. That we are. I came to Riverside because we had a report Clement had been spotted here. Do you mind if I tag along with you? Not at all. Might make things easier for us all. Hey! Van filled Elaine in the current state of his investigation. An idol named Lulua, huh? Definitely looks like she's an unwitting pawn of this scheme. Sure does, which honestly puts her in a whole lot of trouble. Let's check out the concert hall. So, she's not playable, but she's with us. Oh, she's not even, like, physically out here. She's just a guest. I mean, it would be kind of nice if she was at least running behind us. She's been playable before, so why not? Well, whatever. Oh, Lulua? No, she wasn't on stage today. Hey, Natalie, you got any idea where she is? A little, I guess. I've been thinking about her a lot as of late. I did happen to see her. It stuck out to me because she was talking with some older woman I've never seen before. That's a lead. Did you happen to overhear what they were talking about? Kinda. Something about grabbing tea at the food stalls. I think I heard something about trying out the tacos. Tacos? Got it. Thank you for the information. Well, there you have it. What's your name? Gordon? Oh, it's Gordon, the taco guy.
ちょっといいか
Right. It was just before dark when Lulu and the old lady stopped by my stall. I think they were meeting with some middle-aged man or something. He was waiting for him at the table. Kind of an odd group if you ask me. Middle-aged man? Might be Clement. Notice anything else out of the ordinary? Can't say I did. Couldn't hear him all the way from here. They were talking for a good while before the man got real worked up. Looks like she got real heated, so they up and left. Went right across the river. I was wondering what came of them. Don't know anything else, sorry. That's plenty to go on. It is. Thank you all for the information. Well, thank you for all the information. It sure is starting to stink. Agreed. I wasn't expecting someone likely to be Clement to actually crop up here. We need to follow their trail, and now. Agreed. Let's see if we got any other witnesses. Well, you see what we're doing. A lot of running around. Oh, what am I going to do now? I can't believe that this happened. Looks like something happened to her. This might be who we're looking for. Hey there, Granny. Got a sec? We'd like to speak with you if we may have a moment. Dan, pretending to be Elaine's assistant, inquired into Daphne and Lulua. Oh, for an A-rank bracer and her assistant to show up just when I need them most. This must be the goddess guidance at hand. But you're right. I'm Daphne. Thank you for confirming that. Heard Lulua was helping you as part of her volunteer work. Mind telling us what happened? Not at all. I do have something to share with you. About an hour ago, Lulua was taken away by a man named Clement. He straight up took her? Well, shit's getting urgent. To be clear, Clement was the man who introduced you and Lulua, yeah? That's right. Until today, I wouldn't have pegged him as anything less than a kind and trustworthy man. I came tonight because he wanted to discuss something with Lulua and me. That was when he started trying to sell me some kind of medical insurance. It all sounds splendid, but I'm not naive. I know when something's too good to be true, it probably is. Good on you for not falling for that old trick. I have some experience since I do have a different insurance already. When I started asking for details, Clement couldn't answer me. Lulua must have caught on to my suspicions because she also started asking him questions. He didn't like that and started yelling at us, and then he dragged Lulua away. Yes, I tried to chase after, but I lost sight of them right around here. I was afraid that if I contacted the police or guild, they might suspect Lulua as well. I didn't know what to do. Okay, I think I've got the picture. Don't worry, the guild will do its best we can for Lulua's sake. Rest easy, you can leave the rest to us. Oh, thank you so much. Do you know where she might have been taken to? Ain't hard to take a guess if around here is where you lost sight of them. Must have gone to the Blacklight District. Undoubtedly. We need to head after her quick, but we shouldn't be too careless either. I'll be waiting by the entrance. Just tell me when you're ready. Got it. Alright, Elaine. We need to go save Lulua. Are you ready? Alright. Yeah, let's go put Clement in the trash. I'll contact Sayla, my client, to make a progress report. Dan contacted Sayla and filled her in on the situation. After she pleaded to come with them, they set off. Together, the three of them headed into the Blacklight District in pursuit of Lulua's kidnappers. And so... You stupid bitch, you just had to run your mouth, didn't you? All you had to do was sit quietly next to me and nod your head like a good girl, and everything would have been just fine. But no, you just had to run your mouth. Now all that money I could have swindled is gone. All down the drain. How could you deceive a woman like Daphne? That's just horrible. If I knew this is what you were after, I never would have gone along with any of this. Newsflash, I don't give a shit. You have a job to do, and that's all that matters. You understand? You sucker people in with the sweet, innocent face of yours, and then I swoop in for the kill. I figured that old hag was an easy target, but nope, she's sharper than she looks. But I've still got some tricks up my sleeve. Maybe I can pull something else on her. I got this insurance plan, and you're gonna get her to take it out for me, alright? Excuse me, why should I? Don't even start with me. Or don't even start with me. You took on this job and you accepted my payment. That means you're obligated to do the work, little lady. Your feelings can't do the job for you. So don't you run out on our deal here, or you're gonna regret it. Capiche? I told you, if it's a mirror you want, you can have it back. I don't care. That's not how this works. It's not about the money, it's about the deal. You can't just walk back the deal now that you've taken it, see? You're in it now, whether you like it or not. Now be a good girl and stop. Let me stop you right there. Who are you? The hell do you want? Oh no, a hero's come to save the day. I'm just shaking in my boots. Hero I ain't. I'm a Spriggan. Hero I ain't? Okay, Yoda. I don't give a rat's ass about the goody two-shoes shit. I'm here because my client told me to fetch that girl, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm asking you nicely to hand her over. Great, one of you pricks. Just what I needed. Look, buddy, you're barking up the wrong tree. This girl's with us. She's not going anywhere. Now, if you don't get right out of my face this instant, we got problems. You heard the boss scram. Oh man, what a friggin' dumbass. Guy really thinks he can just walk up by himself and take on all of us? Who said he was alone? Ugh. Hey, I know that face. Elaine, not Claire. Oh, of all the goddamn times. Nice work, Elaine. I've got the girl. How did you... What the... Sayla? You shouldn't... Lulua, over here. Sayla, is that you? Ugh, you're not getting away, you little... Whoopsie there. Forget me already about me already, pal? Run, you two. We'll take care of these guys. Okay, thank you. Are you shitting me? You want some more? Looks like you guys don't know when to stay down. Put your hands up and surrender yourselves. You're only digging yourselves deeper. For the love of... Seriously? A bracer and a Spriggan ganging up on me? This shit blows. What are you doing? Did I say you could just lie there? Did I? Get your asses up and get them. Yeah, okay. You guys are gonna be real sorry. Oh, here we go. Bye-bye, boys. She's level 56? Jesus. Jigs up, pal. You're the only one left standing. Mercy, please. Of course, I'm taking you to the guild. You have a lot to answer for. Your crimes here and your relationship with A. Do I make myself clear? Anything but that. So he was working for him all along. That does track, yeah. I'll let you handle the rest then. Make sure the guy pays for what he's done, and pays good. Of course. You have a good night. Clemente was taken to the guild's custody and made him confess to his crimes. After looping in Daphne in today's events, Van escorted Lulu and Sayla back to the Tyrell district. Thank you both so much for your help. Yeah, we can't thank you enough. I'll admit at first, I was like, really? That's Elaine's guy? Wow. But the way you two moved in perfect sync was dazzling. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. Huh? Read the room, Lulua. Sorry, please ignore her. Come on, you, let's go.
なんだ、解決しちゃったんだ。
Ah, hey there. Sorry for going off on my own feet.
片付いたのならそれで。私が絡んでたらお邪魔だった可能性もありそうだし。
We're not. You're gonna have to go easy on her. She's more touchy than she lets on. For example, you start moving the conversation just a little toward her age. First off, not funny. And second, I'll have you know I'm still in my early 20s. Of course, my apologies, ma'am.
私も妖精だし気にすることないと思うけど。ギルドへの報告は任せて。それじゃ、お二人ともごゆっくり。
She can be such a tease. Ain't she something, though? Not every day a Jaeger from a famous corpse like Zephyr joins the guild, let alone one trained by the Purple Lightning. Shows up and immediately helped out in Tharbad. She's got a lot of room to get even better, I reckon. Agreed. At this rate, she may even surpass my records. Oh, sometimes a dour expression crosses her face. She must miss her friends back in Erebonia dearly. Regardless, I must admit it's been a massive help to have her around, and I think she's beginning to settle in here little by little. Oh, heh, once a student council president, always a student council president. You don't get to say that. I was still only vice president when you were around. Renee did things differently, so it was up to you to play the perfect prez. Remember the play we did on the last day of the festival where you... Oh, you do not get to bring that up again. That was all your fault. Hey, isn't that... It's gotta be. I wonder what they're talking about. Sucks to be famous, huh? It has its pros and cons. When I introduce myself, sometimes I can make use of my reputation. Much like how you call yourself a Spriggan. True enough.
さっきの動きを見る限り、夕食は済ませているみたいね。私も軽く食べているけど、少し喉が渇いちゃったし、ちょっとだけ付き合わない？
Aww. Little late night drink between the two ex-lovers here. Back over in Riverside, too.
もう、デンゴさん、どうして分かってくれないんですか？私、デンゴさんにどうしても耐えれる通信ね。
だから、そっちはお前さんに任せるさ。すまないな、少しばかり迷惑をかけたようだ。
いいのよ。そのくらい可愛いもんじゃない。でもディンゴちゃん、あなたもそろそろ表を歩いてもいいと思うけどね。もう8年になるんでしょ？
時間の問題じゃない。このくらいが俺はちょうどいいのさ。そのセリフはバンにでも。
あら、バンちゃん、シノちゃんのとこに浮気かしら？ちょっと焼けちゃうけど、あの子も随分と腕を上げてるし。ってあら？あらあらあら。
あいつも少しは前を向き始めているのかもな。
They obviously can see that he's drinking with Elaine.
お待たせしました。ギムレットとグラスホッパーです。
サンクス。絶妙な泡立ちだな。
シェイクのキレといい、また腕を上げたわね。
Aww.
ベルモッティさんに比べればまだまだですよ。どうぞごゆっくり。
Oh man, these two.
美味しい。それにしてもカクテルまで甘いのが好きなのね。
Look at them.
ま、辛口のものむが。そういや、ルネはともかくお前とはちゃんと飲んだことがなかったな。
Look at the soft look in his eyes.
飲んでたら問題でしょ。学芸祭の打ち上げは知らないけど。
何のことかな。
まったく、あなたといい、ルネといい。
Considering someone has been avoiding me these past 4 years, we really haven't run into each other much. But come to think of it, we've ended up with a lot of shared acquaintances, Bermati, Shino, and I suppose even that actress qualifies now. Hey, don't look at me like that. She's just a client, that's all. It's just what happens when two folks work the same city. Especially when our jobs are like two sides of the same coin. I suppose you're right, though. What does that make Rune, heads or tails? He's the edge of the coin. Or the guy with the coin in the palm of his hand. Good point. I thought he'd make a very fitting career choice when he decided to join the Ministry of Home Affairs before graduation. I never expected he'd end up transferring to the CID when it was established and become a rival of sorts. That's just the kind of guy he is. Kind of like how he acts like he's the venerable older brother figure, even though he's only a year older than us. Incidentally, he seemed surprised when he learned I was joining the guild. Happily, he wasn't opposed either. He was like my only ally outside my circle of friends after a certain someone disappeared. You really haven't changed at all these last 7 years. Or last 15 for that matter. While we're talking about not changing, you do know it's your fault I ended up with such a sweet tooth, right? All you did was stuff a poor, impressionable van full of chocolate and macaroons from your family biz all the time. Perhaps, but Rune got just as stuffed and avoided sugar addiction. I can only think you were doomed to end up this way regardless. I really don't remember you having this much of a sweet tooth when you were younger, though. Are you sure something didn't happen after? Aww. He's got something to hide. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rip at old scars. Heh. Haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Still, I don't have any regrets about ending up this way. Adds a bit of fun to life. My employees always look at me funny, but if they're gonna complain about me loving sweet stuff, they can give theirs to me, I say. I still have mixed feelings about your career choice. But I've been feeling a little better about it lately, seeing the sort of people you're attracting. I really didn't expect you to end up with a student of Professor Hamilton working under you, though. Attracting is definitely the right word. It's like I'm a magnet for hard cases these days. Well, I guess Rizette's technically different since she's on loan from Marduk. I'm honestly shocked at just how much you seem to trust her. Not that I have any doubts on how capable she is, given her employer. Oh, she's capable, alright, and I know I can trust her. Just wish I could say the same about her bosses. Marduk, so shady you can see a shadow for Selge. You ain't got anything on them, do you? They're as much of an enigma to us as the society is, I'm afraid. Still, you're the one who has a contract with them. Good job signing your soul to the Selge-long shadow. Shino, bring me an Alexander, would ya? I would like a white lady, please. Certainly. Damn, I really wasn't expecting you to go foot the bill. How's a guy supposed to look suave if you won't even let him pick up the check? I was the one who invited you here, and please, that idea is so old-fashioned it's covered in moss. You're going away next weekend with your team, right? If you really want to buy someone something nice, treat them instead. Besides, I'm sure you're already aware, but being an A-rank bracer pays rather well. Geez, rub it in more, why don't you? You can treat next time. How does that sound? You're on. The tab will be way bigger next time anyway. Could always call Rene too. Oh wait, I got a better idea. Let's save that for when we go someplace really expensive. In his line of work, the guy's probably loaded by now. Oh, you. I'm gonna take a cab home. You're taking the subway back, right? Yeah, no buses run this late at night. Night, Elaine. Here's to a good working relationship from here on out. That will be entirely dependent on you. Good night, Van. What's up?
来週末本当に旅行に行っちゃうの？
What? Oh, does she like not trust him or something? What's gotten into?
なんでもない。旅行を楽しんできて。
She's just scared he's gonna disappear again.
引率者の自覚は忘れないように。あまりハメも外しすぎないようにね。
What was that all about? Haven't seen her act like that since we were kids. It's been so long since we first met in Arashian all those years ago. Look at that. You got baby Van on the left. You've got Elaine in the middle. And obviously Renee over there on the right. She was the daughter of the biggest family in the area. Renee was the son of a government man slaving away his life from home. And I... Sounds like she stopped talking to her family after joining the guild, though. Maybe there's some kind of problem in her personal life she's not talking about. Not like it'll make up for what happened 7 years ago, but maybe I should talk to her about it sometime. All right. So 5 days later, 6:30 a.m.
それじゃあママ、おじいちゃん、行ってくるね。
おお、気をつけて行ってくるんだぞ。バン、お前らも夢のことを頼んだからな。
I know. She's in safe hands with us.
お言葉に甘えちゃったけど、わがまま言ったら遠慮なく叱ってね。夢、いい子で元気にいっぱい楽しんでいらっしゃい。歯磨きと寝る前のトイレはちゃんと忘れないようにね。
大丈夫。
She's always a good girl. She'll be fine. We'll be sure to keep a close eye on her at all times. I'll be there for her too. I can help her pick out souvenirs or something. So we're bringing Yume along for our trip to Longlai.
で、話ってのは何なんだ？
ちょっと長くなると思うからコーヒーでも入れるわね。
So that's what Van's idea was, to bring Yume along. Wee, vroom vroom, this car's the bestest. Isn't it? Little kids are so easy to please. And what's wrong with that? It's good to enjoy the little things in life. I'm glad the inn was understanding about her coming with us. Yeah, I was hoping we wouldn't have any issues since she's so young. And sure enough we didn't. The best inn in Longlai knows how to do right by its customers. It was considerate of you to propose that we look after her. Our guardians have much to discuss after all. I imagine they got right into it as soon as we left. Maxim may end up having a talk with Victor too. There's no shortage of things he's got to answer for. If he wants to be part of their family, he's got to rebuild those burned bridges brick by brick. Yume is literally right here, by the way. And if he screws up and gets himself burned, I'll point and laugh my ass off. Family. Alright, how far off is Longlai? Oh, little pit stops and everything. Get some nice artwork. Out like a light already, huh? Well, it was an early morning for her. I'm not surprised she's tired. It's almost 9 a.m. You said we'd be arriving around 12:30, if I recall. Somewhere around there, yeah. Oh, Reset's driving. Since we got Yume with us, I'm planning to make a couple pit stops along the way. Oh, I wonder who's calling. Huh, I don't recognize this number either. Nina? Well, this is a surprise. Nina, isn't she? She's an actress we handled a job for a while ago. Yeah, we're on a major one, so we can get a decent enough signal. We're actually gonna be out of town for a few days. You didn't have another job for us, did you? Not quite. I really don't want to impose on you either. Well, why don't you just tell us what's up? Can't guarantee we'll be able to help, but I'd still like to hear you out before saying for sure. Alright, thank you. It's about Judith, you see. We haven't been able to get in contact with her for a few days now. Really? Do you think that's because... It's gotta be because of that story getting around. That's what I was thinking too. It's completely fabricated, so I wouldn't have expected her to get so worked up about it. But the timing sets off a red flag, that's why I was hoping to ask you to look for her. This is Judith Lannister we're talking about, right? She's always struck me as the kind of person who'll let nothing get her down. Maybe the more someone appears to be that way, the more sensitive they are deep down? No, she's this super hard-headed lady who doesn't know when to quit. Very. Yeah, her outfit sure doesn't know when to quit. What outfit? Oh, just ignore them. If she's missing, when we get back to the capital the day after tomorrow, we'll see what we can do. Until then, I'll give some of my contacts a call and check if they've heard anything. I would also be happy to look into what I can find on the Orbital Network. Oh, that sounds like more than enough. Thank you both. I don't think you should worry about her too much, though. Especially since we all know that article is made up. But if we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know as soon as we can. Thank you, really. I appreciate you being so accommodating. Seriously, though, that Kinkster's tough as nails. I'm sure she's fine. You said you ran into her last weekend, didn't you, Van? Yeah, she was looking for proof that Maxim was involved in a crime. Seemed to get real down after I told her the suspicions about him couldn't be more far off. Kinkster? And what kind of crime? I'm having trouble following this conversation. That's hardly surprising. It's not that important, but hopefully we'll get a chance to fill you in at some point. Anyway, I'm gonna hit up Dingo and Bramati for starters. I'm too full to eat anymore. Damn, it's really out here, huh? Alright, we're about an hour away. Whoa, those are big rocks. That's called a mountain range. I've seen photos of this one, but it's even more impressive in person. There are two in this area, the Tianshan Mountains and the Ishgal Mountains to the south. We've heard about the Ishgal Mountains before, right? Both serve as a dividing line between Central Zemuria and the east. Aren't they also known as the Solaris Mountains and the Kunlun Mountains? Yes, that's right. People from the east call them Solaris and Kunlun. But Tianshan and Ishgal are the officially designated names at behest of the church. Ah, I gotcha. She probably learned about that in class. It's weird to think my homeland is just on the other side. It's basically a hop, skip, and a jump away. You'd have to jump pretty damn high to get over that mountain, though. Your home might as well be in a completely different world. Huh? Woo! That bike was super duper cool. Man, I'd kill for a ride like that. I thought I saw the ETWS label on it. Good eye, that man was riding one of the high-end models they released in the spring. You'd have to be quite large to ride one of those, and he was exactly that. Indeed, he had an impressive physique for a man of his age. Why the long face, Van? What's wrong? Are you car sick or something? Nah, nothing like that. Just got a bit of trauma with guys who ride around on big bikes. Oh, and I ain't talking about Hermes. She's been a huge help. This issue's exclusive to dudes. The direwolf really did a number on your psyche, huh? Something about that dude makes me want to deck him in the face. Maybe it's the shades. That is inadvisable, Mr. Way. He has been labeled as an S-Class threat by the Martyr Company. Well, what? You're acquainted with an S-Class threat? Your choice of clientele is atypical, to say the least. There's no way it could be him. What a joke. This ain't even my hometown, and here I am getting all nostalgic over this shit. Van looks to be lost in thought. Well, he is smiling, so maybe I shouldn't worry. He's always got a lot going on. Long lie! I know this video's been going for a while. I probably should have stopped before we did the stuff with Elaine, but oh well, too late now.
ここが論内か。
わあ、不思議な光景ですね。
It's got a whole different kind of Eastern vibe compared to Langport. It's an idyllic town nestled in the mountains. That white smoke is steam from the springs, I assume. It certainly has a distinctive smell to it. Yeah, that's the smell of sulfur. It's a big part of being near a spring. Our lodgings are down to the right across the river. Let's drop our stuff off before we do anything else. There's so much stuff I've never seen before here. It's so awesome. Everything smells so good, too. There's grilled skewers and mochi, and what are those things with leaves wrapped around them? Damn, Star Munch? They're called zongzi. Actually, I'm starting to feel hungry myself. Same here, I know we had a little bit to eat at that pit stop, but I could use a real meal. Lunch is going to be waiting for us at our lodgings, though, isn't it? Yes, that should have some of the local cuisine, too. No need to rush, I guess. Oh, what are those? They're so hot and they're super black, too. I don't know what they are either. Maybe some kind of mantou? They smell so sweet and fragrant, and Yume's right about the color. The lustrous black really makes them stand out. I see you've got your interest. These here are hot springs mantou using bamboo charcoal. They got black sesame jam and are as tasty as they look, but they fill you up fast. You won't have any room for lunch if you have one now. How about I buy some for everyone later? They all look so good. I guess we gotta wait if lunch is soon, but we have to come back later. Well, you certainly know your stuff, young man. I'll be waiting. Long Line's known far and wide for its tree leaves, too. Tea leaves. How about trying some of our confections made from them? Our matcha ice cream has been hot seller lately. Wait, matcha ice cream? That's a thing now? Oh boy, here we go. How do you make something so bitter taste like... Oh, now I gotta try it. Can we? What happened to lunch? I've never seen someone lose all brain function when it comes to sweets the way he does. And with saunas and cars too, dude's just insufferable. If we have to wait, you have to wait. We'll already be coming back here after lunch for the mantou, yes? Ooh, this place looks so fancy. Yeah, this is pretty top class. Indeed, it has quite elegance and beauty to it. I can't imagine how expensive it is to normally stay here. We're staying for free, right? I almost feel guilty about that now. Welcome, you must be Mr. Arkwright and his party? Yeah, that's right, 6 adults and a child. Did that say 6 adults? That's not 6 adults. Like, half of our group is under the age of 16. We've been expecting you. Welcome to Hekanzaro Inn. We'll be happy to carry your belongings to your rooms. You can have your lunch just as soon as you wish after that. Really? Nice, thanks guys. Someone wasted no time making himself at home. Aha. Wow, nice. Oh, this room is so nice. Not so much a spot of dust in sight, and the furnishings are rather extravagant as well. Can we share a bed, Agnes, please? Fairy Reset can sleep in our bed, too. The beds do look wide enough. I don't see the harm in that. Maybe we could have a special Samua party instead of a pajama party for the occasion, too. I don't know what that is, but I'm down. I would be happy to join in. So I'm with you two? What'd you expect? You're the kind of guy who can only sleep when he's by himself? No, that's not it. I should have seen this coming, honestly. What, did Whittle Quaddy want to be with the girls? Always gotta watch out for the quiet ones. Because there's a hungry wolf somewhere under there, huh? Don't call me Whittle Quaddy ever again, and I'm not a wolf. Ugh, whatever, I'm fine with this arrangement. I'll try not to snore. Anyway, who's up for lunch? Wow. Oh man, I don't think my taste buds have ever been this happy. My mouth is bursting with flavor. It's called Mitao Menji. It's a local dish here in Longlai. The chicken is soaked in peach alcohol before being stir-fried and served in garlic with soy sauce. Whoever thought of this is a genius. The chicken's so tender, it's got that sweet peach quality to it you can't resist. I want a good shot of the food. The flavor's distinctive enough while still being subtle. I'd call it a perfect blend of sweetness, fragrance, and juiciness. The chef here must be a real pro. The zongzi is so good. Careful, it's also getting all over you. Quick lunch. That was amazing. Yeah, my mouth is in heaven right now. And it sounds like whatever they have in store for dinner tonight is going to be even better. It's going to be a traditional Eastern kaiseki meal served in courses. Kaiseki? What's that? It's a kind of one of those pretentious meals that are all about presentation, though in this case, I'm sure the Eastern cuisine's just as good as it looks. It's more of a Far Eastern thing than what I'm used to. Something I've noticed, by the way, but how do you know so much about everything here, man? Huh? I was wondering the same thing, actually. This isn't the first time you've showed us around somewhere. But it feels like you know this place far too well to have just come here for work. I was hoping you wouldn't pick up on that. I lived here a few years back. Really? When was that? When I was 19, for about half a year. It was more for training than for fun, though. That explains it then. I suppose that must have been a while after he was separated from Elaine and Mr. Kincaid? So back when you were my age, huh? Hard to believe your memory's still sharp enough to remember what happened over a decade ago. It was only 5 years ago, damn it. But yeah, I should be able to play tour guide for you guys just fine. Anyway, like I said earlier, we're gonna split up for 2 hours. Go ahead and sightsee, go for a stroll, grab something to eat. Else to eat. The guidebook we got at the inn should help you around. Trying to avoid going alone, though. Especially you, Yums. You always gotta be with someone. Aye, aye, sir. If there's anything you would like to see, I would be happy to accompany you. There's so much I want to check out. I don't know where to start. What did you have in mind, Agnes? I know I want to see a temple, but I'm not sure whether I should go there first. Drink, play, and buy is my game plan. There's got to be a spot for Mahjong here, right? Mahjong. Even if there is, it's not going to be in any tour guide. I guess I should help them around some before they get themselves in trouble. Select 2 members to accompany van. Let's have Reset and Yume walk around with us. Alright, so we'll end things off here. So next time, we're going to walk around Longlai for our 2-day vacation. So we have all of today and all of tomorrow here at this resort for everyone to really just kind of chill out and hopefully not get into too much trouble along the way. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe or if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.